What is up, guys? In today's video, I will be doing Zora for 10 hours, but I will only be using the twisted bow. For those of you that don't know, typically use a magic and range switch at Zora with a combo of the blowpipe and tridents. You can instead, though, use just the twisted bow because it is super overpowered, which I do love, and it makes Zora super easy to do, especially compared to the typical way to do it. Before I could do the 10 hours at Zora, I did know there was still one thing I had to do. Get 77 Prayer and unlock Rigor and also Augury. I have always used Eagle Eye and it has been kind to me, but I can no longer take the slander of being a noob with a twisted bow and not having Rigor, so I knew it was time. Keep in mind, my friend is letting me borrow the twisted bow. It's not actually mine, though. I first got 77 Prayer, which took maybe 2 hours from level 70, and then bought Rigor and Augury for around 15 to 20 mil. With Rigor unlocked, I was a new man and ready for Zora. Now, let's get started with the video, starting with what gear I'm using. And as a side note, I do use a printed piece of paper of a Zora rotation the whole time just to help me when I'm doing Zora. So if you are new to Zora, I recommend doing that. And also, I did just recently make a video of using only the twisted bow at Brutal Black Dragons for 10 hours. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. Right before we get into the gear, let's go over my account's stats. It has 96 attack, 99 strength, 93 defense, 96 range, 77 prayer, shout out to Rigor, 87 magic, and 99 hit points. Now onto the gear. The gear I'm using is the Serpentine Helm because Zora does poison you quite a bit, so this will allow me to negate all of the poison and not have to worry about using an anti-venom. I am also using the Ava's Accumulator, the Necklace of Anguish, Amethyst Arrows as they are the best bang for your buck, Armadillo top and bottom, Pegasian Boots, Barrow's Gloves, the Ring of Suffering to kill the Snakelings, and of course the twisted bow. In the inventory, I have a Divine Ranging Potion, 2 Prayer Potions, which I may increase if I do better than expected, Manta Rays and Karam Bombs for combo eating hits, Teleport to House Runes to restore my stats and bank, and Zulrah teleports to quickly get there in between trips. And with that, let's start the 10 hours of the twisted bow at Zora. Alright, now time to show you guys how I'll be getting there. I'll go ahead and start the timer now. I'll just be using the Zulrah teleport, scrolls. That's the easiest way to get there. It does cost quite a bit though, but we'll be making that money back over time. Run over here, make sure your quick prayers are set up. I'm going to have mine at range and rigor, and that's pretty much it. You just board the boat, and then you go ahead and pot up, and then start killing Zora. There's pretty much nothing else to it. Alright, I'm a little rusty, but I did just get 3 kills in a trip. I did run out of prayer points, but luckily I killed it just in time. The time for this one was 2:33, the last time was 2:02, and then before that, the first trip was 2:17, so I think I can average 2 minutes or less once I get a little bit better. I am a little rusty, like I said, but 3 trips in 1 inventory isn't horrible for not doing Zora in a long time. The time so far, it's been 9 minutes, almost 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll continue to go ahead and re-gear. I'll teleport to my house, use my Ornate Pool, go to Castle Wars, bank, get all my gear, and then keep going back for the next hour. So I'll come back after this first hour to see how much we make at Zora using just the twisted bow. We're just about done with the first hour, about 1 more minute. I actually had time to do probably 2 more kills, but I actually died, unfortunately, when I re-got my gear and came back, and I actually died. It's because I was praying for magic instead of range. I just forgot. When I tried to click this, apparently I didn't click it, so the range prayer didn't come up, and I was still praying protect from magic, and I didn't react in time. Overall, I was averaging between 3 to 4 kills a trip. Sometimes I could probably get 4, but I played the safe route instead and went for 3. And then sometimes I probably could have even gone for 5, but I played the safe route and went for 4 instead. So, an hour's time, how much do you make from just using the twisted bow at Zora? We made 1.6 mil. No super unique drops, I don't think. I don't think we got anything crazy. We obviously didn't get any of the super valuable drops that we're looking for here that are going to make most of the profit here at Zora. We averaged 20 kills. We probably could have got 21 for sure in the hour. So not horrible. I could definitely pick it up. I'm getting a little bit better as we go. Obviously I just died, so that's kind of ironic and that doesn't really go with what I just said. But I am getting better, I promise. So let's go ahead and go into the next hour and see what we make. We're coming to the end of the second hour just about. So far we have made just around 3.3 mil. We did get 2 Dragon Halberds, which are like 1 in 100 or something like that. So not crazy, but that is pretty cool. That's where most of our money's coming from, the scales, the halberds, and then the runes. In this second hour, we were able to get 21 kills, which is better than the last run. I did die again, unfortunately, by clicking the wrong prayer again, but I am getting better, so we should be able to get 22, maybe to 24 kills, depending on how we do. I'm getting a couple more 4 kills per inventory trips, so let's go ahead and continue and see how much we make in the next hour. Ooh, an elite clue scroll. I'm almost to 3 hours here. I'm going to go ahead and pause the time, and then I'm actually going to see if I can do this elite clue scroll. I will keep the timer paused, and then I will add in that loot at the end. So let's see if we can do this elite clue scroll. Alright, I'm now going to open the casket. I just had to do a clue where I had to wear some awesome items in the Legends Guild. Let's go ahead and see that special attack real quick. This is for Rarg. Hopefully I get an awesome clue or an awesome reward from this elite clue scroll casket. Let's see. And it is utter crap. Alright, we are closing in on the 3rd hour. I didn't want to accidentally not get the 3rd hour on film in case I take over a minute, because sometimes the trips do take around 2 minutes. We've got about 2 minutes left, then the 3 hours will be up. I did actually just die. It seems like I have to die at least once every single time. This time I got stacked out by the major when I did 2 range hits in a row. I kind of risked it. It was 2 34s, and so I ended up dying. I should have ate more, but I was trying to do a longer trip. Anyways, I did get the kill, 375, it says in the left corner, my Zora kill count, but it didn't say what loot I got, so hopefully it wasn't anything crazy cool like, you know, the Serpentine Visage or any of that stuff, so hopefully I didn't get any good drops on that. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what loot we got in 3 hours so far. So far we've made 4.85 mil, making over a mil an hour right now, so far Zora's making us some good money with just the Twisted Bow. Honestly, I had a lot of good trips. I was getting 4 kills in a trip quite consistently. But then I started to get a little lazy and started to risk it a little bit more. And so I did die. So we're at 60 kills so far. 61, I think, if you count that final one. I'm not sure if the loot tracker caught it or not. Anyways, let's continue on with the next hour. Ooh, there we go. Our first big drop. The Serpentine Visage, which I was just talking about. We got it at 3 hours and 13 minutes. It is worth 2.2 mil. That is awesome. Hopefully we can get some other unique drops. Ooh, we just beat my personal best. We got 1 minute and 5 seconds. That was a quick round. Hopefully we can get under a minute. That would be pretty crazy. I definitely think it's doable though with the Twisted Bow. Alright, we're just coming up on the 4 hours. I just made that run just in time. Luckily, 1 minute 08 almost beat our personal best again. So far in 4 hours using the Twisted Bow only at Zora, we have made 9.36 mil. We got 83 kills now. I actually got the most kills. I was most in my zone there with Zora. I was getting a lot of kills each trip. Probably actually 4 every trip almost. I think there's one time I had to eat a little bit, so I didn't have combo food. But I'm averaging 4 kills a trip at least now. And we are making a lot of money. Keep in mind we got the Serpentine Visage, and that definitely pushed us above 1 mil. I think we're at 2 mil per hour right now. So anyways, let's continue with Zora and see what else we can get. Ooh, 2 seconds short of 1 minute. I did beat my personal best though. Didn't get any great drops, and that was really quick. I'm gonna have to eat some food and drink some prayer potions. Might have to eat an extra piece of food here to pick up everything. But the last kill I did get a Spirit Seed. That's like 1 in 250 or something like that. So that's pretty rare. I don't know if it's as rare as the other drops though. But anyways, let's go ahead and pick these up and we'll keep continuing with this hour. I knew it. I absolutely obliterated the personal best. I was obliterating Zora there, so I knew it was gonna be under a minute. We got 56 seconds on Zora. Pretty impressive. Let's continue this hour. There is another elite clue scroll. We're almost done with the 4 hours. We're almost to the 5 hours. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and bank. I'll pause the timer in a sec. I'm going to do the elite clue scroll and see what we get. All right, we finally killed the crocodile for the last part of the clue. And now we're going to open the casket. Hopefully we get something better than last time. You cannot open it in this area. All right. Well, let's go ahead and teleport. Let's just go to the Grand Exchange then and open it. I don't know why you can't open it in your house. Probably because of mimics, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyways, let's open it up. And we got 345k. Not horrible, but not great. All right, we're closing in on the 5 hours. Just under a minute before the 5 hours, and we just got another kill. So far, the loot we've made in 5 hours is 11 mil, so over 2 mil an hour here. We've got 105 kills so far. Hopefully we can keep that up, and hopefully we can pass the 200 kill mark. It seems like we're going to be able to do that pretty easily. Let's continue with this and see what else we can do. All right, we're officially done with the 6th hour. Just a couple more seconds. We just got the Dragon Med Helm. Pretty cool. We've got a couple of those actually already. Anyways, let's go ahead and check the loot. In 6 hours, we have made 12.7 mil, so we're still making over 2 mil an hour. So far, we've only got one of the better drops so far. Hopefully, we can get another thing. Hopefully, we get the Fang, or maybe something else. Maybe the Mutagen, maybe anything. A pet. I would take a pet. Maybe we'll get something cool next. So let's go ahead and go into the next hour. Almost died at Zora, but I did get a Magic Seed and also an Elite Clue Scroll. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can do that Elite Clue. I'm going to go ahead and pause the time. We're almost to 7 hours. About 20 minutes left, so I'll go ahead and pause it and then see where we get. Just finished the elite clue. Now time for the third casket. Hopefully we get something more than 300k. And absolute crap, we did get this awesome mask though, not bad. We're just closing in on the 7th hour, about 2 minutes left. Let's see how much we've made so far. In 7 hours of just using the twisted bow at Zora, we've made 14.5 mil. We're almost at 145 kills. We got 3 hours left. Let's go ahead and continue this grind, finish it out, and hopefully we get another awesome drop. We're almost done with the 8 hours, about a minute left. I did actually just die. That was my 6th time, I think, dying right around there. So unfortunately, I keep risking it. Do not risk it at Zora. Just eat up if you need to. It's not worth those extra ticks or those extra hits. Anyways, so far we've made 16 million GP, 166 Zora kills. Hopefully we can get an awesome drop. I would take another Serpentine Visage, so let's see what we get in the remainder of the 10 hours with the twisted bow. We actually just went over the 9 hours there because I was doing a final trip. I thought I could get it in less than 2 minutes, but it took a little bit. It almost took exactly 2 minutes, so it was too long. Anyways, the loot we've made from 9 hours of Zora with the twisted bow is 17.9. We'll round that to 18 mil. We're making pretty much exactly 2 mil an hour right now. One thing that I did notice in this last hour is for some reason the kills are taking quite a bit longer than they normally do. I'm getting close to 2 minutes on quite a few trips and sometimes even over, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I think I got even less kills that trip, so that's why the loot is kind of dwindling. So I really do need something like a Fang or even an Onyx or something like that to really make the profit go up. Let's go ahead and finish out this last hour with the twisted bow, and then we will see what the loot from 10 hours of using only the twisted bow at Zora is. We are finally done with the 10 hours at Zora. Got about a minute left. I was just about to get another kill, and unfortunately I did die at Zora. Due to some complications, I was moving my dog next to me. But anyways, we'll go ahead and go to the Grand Exchange. We'll collect all the loot. We'll see how much money we made in 10 hours of just using the twisted bow. And don't worry, we will put into consideration the amount of supplies we used when calculating the final profits. Now time for the moment we have all been waiting for. How much money do you make at 10 hours of Zora using only the twisted bow? We made 19.4 million GP in the 10 hours, which is actually pretty good. If we would have gotten another unique 2 mil plus GP drop, then obviously it would have gone up and been much higher, but we did only get one unique expensive item. The money made per hour does come out to 1.9 mil GP, which is honestly really good, but we do have to take the cost of supplies into consideration. Now I am by no means the most efficient player at Zora, so if you're averaging 5 plus kills per trip or something like that, then your results will definitely vary. The cost of supplies and deaths came out to around 6 mil GP, meaning our total profit without the elite clue scrolls was 13.4 mil GP and 1.3 mil GP per hour. Now this is good, but Zora used to be easily over 2 mil GP per hour, so this is a little sad when thinking about that. I would suggest just sticking to something like Brutal Black Dragons with the TBOW, because you will make 1 mil GP an hour there, as we discovered in my recent video, and they are a lot more AFK and easier to do. Even with the elite clue scrolls we did, our profit per hour only goes up a little bit since we made 450k GP from the elite clues. Overall, I am glad I tested this out, and I thoroughly hope you guys enjoyed this, as it did take a long time to film and a lot of dedication and dying. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more of these types of videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any other suggestions, please leave a comment below. I do like doing what you guys want to see, so I hope to see some awesome comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.